that I'm sharing the screen. So I have a blank intersection here. So for my example, I'm just going to zoom in wherever I want here. I don't have any particular reason for where I'm going or what I'm doing, but I will zoom into our area here and I'll pick something today in Ancaster. But anyways, feel free to pick whatever you want. Also, based on the assignment, just to get a head start on that. Well, you know what? I'm not going to pick an area full of roundabouts. There, I'll pick 2 intersections in Hamilton that are already existing signals. I'll do Upper Paradise and Stone Church and Stone Church at Cortland. So again, just like last week, click on this to add a signal. You want to add the intersection here. Then I want to add another intersection here at Cortland. Now, this is a very important step that I want you guys to just pay attention to for a second. Connecting these. You have to be very careful when connecting these. My suggestion is to drag this all the way to here. Oh, see how this is not properly connected? This is what you want to avoid. Yeah, I'm going to zoom out a second. So if you have this circumstance where you have 2 intersections that aren't actually connected, you're going to have a lot of trouble trying to coordinate them because it's not analyzing them as being connected. So you got to make sure that you click on the end of it and go right to the other intersection. Okay, there's an example of what not to do. I can delete that for a second. Okay, this now appears to be one solid line. So I don't like using my laptop keyboard. I prefer the regular keyboard. So I'm just going to remove the rest of the legs. But yeah, one thing, it is important, very important to make sure this is only a single link. So everybody double check theirs to make sure that they don't have multiple links showing, because that will screw up when you get to the coordination part.
Jeff?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just have a question. I'm unable to drag my screen.
Yeah, you got to click on, see this little, says show entire network?
Yes.
Click on that, that's the easiest way.
Okay. I still can't drag it.
If you click on this, will it show your whole network?
It shows the whole network. Well, it shows, yeah, yes.
And you can't click on the ends and there won't show these little circles that turn blue?
No. I just can't drag the screen. Like if I left click and drag, I can't move the screen at all.
Can you move your link like this?
I don't have my links on there.
Oh, well, you probably just have to zoom out then. So you can click this rectangular zoom and you can zoom in and out if you want to pick a different area. I think you noticed that I probably zoomed in too close before, and then I had to zoom out again to find the area I wanted.
Hey, I think he's asking for you middle click to move the map around. Like middle mouse click.
Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, what you're doing right now, I'm unable to do on my end. I'm not sure why.
I wonder if you don't have a mouse, how you would move that.
If you have a mouse, the middle button will do it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm doing it right now without my mouse.
Yeah, I
So,
have
yeah.
my laptop keyboard. I can't do it. I can't do it at all.
So if the laptop keyboard has 3 buttons below the little pad, if
Yeah.
you press and hold the middle button and then drag the keypad, you should be able to move it.
It's fine. I'll get a mouse.
I think a mouse definitely would be easier using this program, but yeah, if you hold the middle button on the laptop and then drag your pad, either way, it should also do the same effect. But yeah, I like this little button here that centers your map again. So I am going to go ahead and just add some geometry here. For this example, it really doesn't matter what you have exactly. So you see my geometry was a little bit screwed up because I had them set as 2 links before. So now that they're set as 1 link, it makes more sense. All right. I'm also a newer user of Vistro. I have used it before, but not in quite a while. And I'm definitely more familiar with Synchro. But there we go, there's our geometry. So for my example here, I am just going to toss in some terrain values. So you can either do that here on this screen where you put the base volume, or you can do it on the volume screen. Either way it works. So in my example, I have added more traffic to the Stone Church Road in this case, because it is the busier street. And in this example, I am going to make the traffic relatively even. There, this traffic is even. One thing you may want to do is you may want to start labeling your intersections. Might be easier for you to see which intersection you're dealing with. So in this case, the north and south roads here are Upper Paradise. So I'll just put in Upper Paradise. Stone Church. The street I think was called Cortland. And you'll notice that if you label one link, it carries the name over to the next link here. So that's another way of just checking to make sure that your links are one instead of two separate links, because you're going to have problems with the coordination if you can't get them to be the same link. Perfect. So I mentioned that once you put in the geometry and the turning volumes, which I just made up here, you could potentially use a turning volume in the assignment though if you want. You then want to start doing default signalization. So that's what this traffic signal button up here does. So first you want to make sure it says time of day pattern coordinated, which is correct. And your actuation type. So what I'll do is I'm going to make this Cortland one because it has much heavier traffic flows on Cortland, or sorry, on Stonechurch, as semi-actuated. And then I'm going to hit the default signalization button. Select lead. Perfect. And then I'm going to go back to this intersection here. And I'm going to make sure it says time of day pattern coordinated, but I'm going to leave this one as fixed time. And I'm going to hit default signalization. And this is where you'll go through and make sure that your phasing is correct. So for this one, the street we want to coordinate is Stonechurch Road because that's where the two intersections are. You notice there's only one intersection here on Paradise. If I drew more, I could coordinate over Paradise, but because there's only one, Stonechurch Road would be the coordinated. So I'm going to make Stonechurch Road my main street. So it's already listed here as major, already listed here as phases 2 and phases 6, and already has these predetermined checkboxes for coordinated. So that's correct. So once that's done, I'm going to go and check the one at Cortland to make sure it's the same. Cortland, though, is showing the major street is northbound and southbound.
Can you slow down a little bit so we can actually catch up and see where you're going? Like when you're switching screens, please.
Okay, sure. So the first one I just switched out of, the intersection of Stonechurch and Upper Paradise. I didn't change any settings because as break, so I can put minor, the phasing. So see here that the